in home.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing too, and this online work is helping me a lot, to be honest. So I'm pretty
That's
happy.
good.
I'm pretty happy with it. All right. Um, let's continue. What was the last thing we talked about? Let's check your book. Any good news with the workbook? Did you get a chance to do any work with it?
Yes, I did some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the pages, but some of them are good, yes.
But do you go, I mean, do you do it randomly or do you do page by page?
Randomly.
Why not? Why do you do them randomly?
No, because some of them are very simple. I choose from them. I choose a difficult one, and but the other I just look at them.
I see. Okay. But even the easy ones, to be honest, they're worth it. Do you know why? Because they work like a review for beginner and elementary. So this is their benefit. Yes. Some of them are stupid, I agree. Yes. Some of them are really easy, especially Unit 1, because Unit 1 is like a revision for elementary A and B. But if you have extra time, I mean, make the priority for the hard ones, like you said. That's good. But if you do have extra time, I think even the easy ones, they might help too. Maybe
Yes.
indirectly, because they're easy and they can review the old things you've studied before. Okay, so last time I remember we were talking about agreement in social conversations, in social conditions, or let's look for a better word instead of social, in social circumstances, or when meeting people and when chatting in real life. So there are two ways of agreeing. So in the first sentence, when you say, I really love cooking, and then your friend says, so do I. So this is a kind of positive agreement. So you both like to do this thing. But if your friend says, I don't go out much or in the week, or maybe your friend says, I don't like cooking, and you say, nor do I, it means you're sharing the same thing with her. It means you don't like cooking either. This is the idea. All right. So so this was the first part, by saying that whether you agree in a positive thing or a negative thing. Okay. Now here in the second part, which is part B, we talked about disagreement. And disagreement can be done in the same way. It can be done either in a positive way or in a negative way. So this means that you could say, for example, in B, the first sentence, I'm quite a good tennis player. And the other person, of course, will disagree and say, oh, I'm not. So this means the first one is positive. Your disagreement will be, of course, negative. But if the person starts with a negative, I didn't do much sport at school, and you say, oh, I did, because they started with a negative, this means you will do it with a positive. Do you get the point?
Yes.
Yeah, so because we covered this, if you remember, we did this as part of the dating. Yeah, when Jackie met the two men, when she met Damon and she met Kevin, and we found out that she has more things in common with Damon than with Kevin. And this is how they agreed and how they disagreed with each other, how they showed what are the things they have in common, and they talked about it. Okay, now in part C, let's do part C together now. So here it says fill in the gaps. Let's go to part C. Fill in the gaps in the table with these responses. Okay, so here we have responses. So did I. Oh, I'm not. Nor am I. Oh, I am, nor did I. So do I. Oh, I didn't, and oh, I do. All right, so here the point is, if you think it's the same for me, so you're basically agreeing with the person, you need to put them in the first column. If it's different for you, you need to put it in the second column. All right, so here number one,
Yes.
it starts, I'm a bit nervous, and when you agree, you would say, so am I. But let's say you disagree, or let's say it's not disagree, but you want to say it's different for you. What do you say if it's different for you?
We say no, do I? Oh, if it is different,
Yes.
I'm not.
All right, let's write it. Oh. What about the second one? I'm not hungry. So let's say I agree with you, or I want to say the same. I'm the same. What do I say?
When the same, so I am I.
All right. But is it a negative or is it a positive? I'm not hungry.
And positive, and no, it is positive. No, it's negative, not positive. Yes.
And if it's negative, what do we do?
Nor do I.
Close.
Nor do I, or I'm not.
But what do we use? What kind of grammar did we use in number two?
I think it is negative.
It's
we
negative.
do in a book. Yes, and in positive, so do I. But if it is negative, we do nor do I.
The problem in your answer isn't the negative or not. You're right about it. It's negative. But the problem is the verb do.
Yes, nor do I. Nor. Oh yes, nor am I.
That's it. Why did you change it now?
Because I saw a word is in the box.
And because here you have verb to be. I'm not hungry.
Yes.
So
yes.
you need to use verb to be in your agreement and disagreement. What if you want to say it's different for you? So if you tell me I'm not hungry, but I'm hungry, what do I say?
Nor am I. No, it's different. We can say no, I no. Oh, I'm not. Or yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I heard you, but
yes.
Think of it again. So the person is telling you, I'm not hungry, okay? So if you're not hungry too, you will say, nor am I. It
Nor
means
am I, yes.
You agree, you're both not hungry. But let's imagine that you're hungry.
Okay. Oh, I am.
That's it, exactly. It's, oh, yes. I am. It means you want to say, oh, I'm different from you. I'm hungry.
Yes.
All right, so, oh, I am. All right. What about number 3? I love children.
I love children, so do I.
Correct. Because we have present simple, so we can use do here. So do I. And yes. if you don't like them, you say, oh, I don't.
Oh, yes.
Okay, what about here? It's the opposite. We started with a negative. I don't eat meat. Okay.
We use so do I.
But here it's already answered. And here if you used it, let's cross the ones we used.
Yes. Oh.
Which one do we use?
Oh, I do.
Correct. All right. So I went to Japan last year.
So did I. So did I.
So you're agreeing with the person. So did I. So did I. And if it's negative?
If it's negative, oh, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't. What about the last one?
Nor did I.
Okay. So let's just check it, just in case. We have a little bit of listening. Let's listen and let's see if our answers are okay. And at the same time, we can see where do they put the stress. Because I'm sure, because these are short answers and they have auxiliaries. So it might be interesting. Let's see how they pronounce them, how they read them. Okay, let me take you to the listening track. Okay, where is it? Okay, let me share the screen with you. Okay, so this is track 24. Okay, I want you to tell me if the CD track is if the sound quality is better than before or not.
Okay.
Track 24. So am I.
Oh, I'm not.
What do you think of the sound quality? Is it better? Can you hear it?
Yes, it's good.
All right, okay. So now we can check our answers. Oops, they disappeared. Let's see if we can get them back. Okay, no problem. They disappeared because I changed the settings. No problem, but you can hear them. I think they were correct, the ones we did together, but you can confirm them from the listening track, okay?
Track 24. So am I.
Oh, I'm not.
Nor am I.
Oh, I am.
So do I.
Oh, I don't.
Nor do I.
Oh, I do.
So did I.
Oh, I didn't.
Nor did I.
Oh, I did.
Okay, so this means the answers we just did, all of them are correct.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, it's correct.
Okay, that's good. So this is a general way of agreeing and disagreeing with people. Whenever they're telling you something, you can use these different ways. And do you know question tags? Do you remember question tags?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I tell you, for example, you're from Libya, aren't you? Or you're not from Libya, are you? We do the same thing, right? The question
Yes.
tag is always the opposite of what's in the statement or in the sentence, right? This is a little bit like it in a way. It's a bit like it, except the function, of course, of question tags. It's for confirmation. You want to confirm something, but here it's not for confirmation. It's for agreeing or disagreeing. This is the difference. But you know, I think there is some similarity. All right. So now. Okay, I need to leave for a few minutes. I come back, but before I do that, I want to give you two things to do so we can discuss them when we come back. Okay, so let me show you the first thing. The first thing is number 6 here. It says write 2 responses to each sentence. So this means you want to say that you are the same, and you want to say that you are different, right? So if someone says, "I'm
Yes.
quite tired," so if you're tired, like the person, you'll say, "So am I."
So am I.
Yeah, but if you're not tired, you will say, "Oh, I'm not." It means I feel active. "Oh, I'm not tired." Okay?
Okay. Yes.
Now let's do number 2 together, just to check if you got the idea,
Okay.
and then I'd like you to do the rest of it. Okay, so if I tell you, Malak, I don't like fish. If you want to say the same, that you are the same, what do you say?
Nor do I.
Correct, because it's negative, right? Nor do I. So you're telling me that you are the same. You don't like fish too. But let's say you
Yes.
like fish. What do you tell me?
So do I. If I like fish.
Remember,
Yes, so do I.
with so do I. We only use it when you agree.
Yes.
But
And we say if you like fish.
But agree with the positive negative, with the positive sentence. I love, I like, I go, I eat, I.
Yes.
But if it's negative, you can't say so.
Yes, I said nor do I, and I think you asked me about if it's positive.
It's not positive, it's negative, right?
Yes, yes.
So your answer was nor do I.
Yes, nor do
Okay.
I.
Okay, so this is in the agreement. Now,
Yes.
what if you're different? What if you like fish? What do you say?
Yes, I said you, so do I.
Okay. What's the right answer?
I think if it's I like fish, so do I.
Yeah, but no, that's, I think you didn't get my question. The question is, you have to write both answers to say that it's the same. That's to say that you're the same, and to say that you're different. Okay. So to say that you're the same, you can say, nor do I. I have a good idea, Emily. Here, this might help. So this way, you can write your answers. Do you see the chat box? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so you can write your answers here. So let's write number 2. So for number 2, we can do it in both ways. So here it says, I don't like fish. I don't like fish. You can say, if you agree, nor do I. If you don't agree, you'll say,
I don't. I do. Yes. If I don't agree. No, I didn't. I don't.
Okay, I'm going to help you only this time, okay? So here we say,
Okay.
oh, I do. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
Yeah. So here with the second part, with when disagreeing or when saying that you're different, you should always use oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do. Oh, I don't. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So this means so and nor only when you're the same. Okay? You can't use so and
Okay.
you can't use nor when you're different. Do you get the idea?
Okay. Yes.
All right. So don't worry, by the way, if you make mistakes, it doesn't matter. It's not important because we're going to listen and we can check them, so it doesn't really matter. But it can help if you write them in the chat box here. Maybe that will help you.
Okay.
And if I I don't want to take too long because I'm just going to bring my cup of coffee from the kitchen, so it will take maybe 2 minutes. But
Okay.
if you finish all of these and I'm not back from number 2 to 7, you can start writing a few sentences about yourself here in number 8. So
Okay.
here you can write a sentence about yourself, and then after that we are going to disagree and agree with each other. So if you say, I love, for example, Bazin. So I'm going to tell you, so do I. But for
Yes.
example, if I don't like it, I'll say, oh, I don't like Bazin. You get the idea? So we can make a few
Yes.
sentences, just normal present simple and verb to be sentences. Make a few of these. Of course, this is if you finish number 6, but let's focus on 6 first, okay?
Okay.
All right, so a few minutes and I'll be back, okay?
Okay.
Uh, Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Sorry I took too long.
No, no problem.
I had to make coffee. Okay, let's check your answers first. Okay, so I don't like fish, nor do I. Oh, I do. I hate getting up early, so do I. Excuse me. So what about number 3 here? Can you read number 3?
Yes, yes. Maybe I make some wrong on it. I hate getting up early. So I do. Or no, I not now. Oh, I don't. Yes.
Okay, so so we should say, let's correct number 3.
Oh,
okay?
I don't. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So for number 3, we should say so do I. So
Yes.
do I. Okay. And for the negative, oh, I don't. Okay. This is only for number 3. The rest, I think, are correct. Let's see number 4. I went away last weekend. So did I. Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. I'm not from this town. Nor am I. Oh, I am. Okay, good. Of course, I am should be separated, of course.
Yes.
I didn't sleep well last night. Nor did I. Oh, I did. Number 7, I don't play video games. Nor do I. Oh, I do. Okay, so the rest are all correct. Just number 3. Little
Yes, I
mistake with...
forget. I forget. Oh.
Yeah, that's all. The rest are all correct, are good. All of them are great. All right, so let's do number 8 now. Instead of you writing the sentences, I'm going to give you the sentences, or I'm going to tell you the sentences, the 6 sentences, and I want you to agree and disagree with me, okay?
Okay.
Let's start with the first one. I love Bazin.
So do I. Or oh, I don't.
Very good, very good. Okay. I'm from Libya.
So am I.
Very good.
Oh, I'm not.
That's it. Very good. I went to Italy last year.
So I do. No. I'm not. I don't.
Okay. In which tense is went?
Yes. I'm sorry. So I did. Or oh, I did. I didn't.
Okay. The second one is correct. Oh, I didn't is correct. But the first one, I went to Italy last year.
So did I. So
That's
did
it.
I.
That's it. Correct. So did I. It means you went to Italy too. Okay.
Yes.
I don't like a button.
Nor do I.
Very good. Nor do I.
Oh, I do.
Okay, very good. I'm not an engineer.
So am I. Sorry. Nor am I.
Very good. Nor am I.
Yes. Or I am.
That's it.
That's
correct. Oh, I am. That's correct. I didn't go to the UK this summer.
Nor did I. Or oh, I did.
All right. So that's it. This is how you can express your agreement or disagreement. All right. So let's do the last exercise in this lesson. It says pronunciation. So we have a little pronunciation check. All right. This is a nice exercise because here they want us to pay attention to the ending of regular verbs. Okay. So here we have verbs in the infinitive. All of these verbs are in the infinitive, okay? But they want us to change them to the past tense. Of course, because all of them are regular, we just put ed, right? So it's the same for all of them. But this is a pronunciation exercise, not a grammar exercise. We're not interested in just changing them. We're interested in how they sound when we change them. So first of all, I'm going to give you a chance to say all of them in the past tense, okay? And after that, we want to check your pronunciation. Are you saying them the right way? How are you pronouncing them? So it's just a check on the ending of pronouncing, the ending of regular verbs, the past tense of, the past simple of regular verbs, okay? All right, so you can start.
Wanted, offered, needed, decided, moved, started, stayed, visited, stopped, opened, closed, waited, continued, liked, traveled, developed, hated, learned, worked, loved.
All right, okay. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that there are different sounds at the end, right? Not all of them have the same sound. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but let's see the question. So the question, it says, which past simple forms end with the sound id? Okay, but before we know what they mean by id, let's read the tip. So the tip, it's saying here that when a regular verb ends in or ed is pronounced id. All right, so they're giving you the answer really. So they're telling you if a verb in the present tense, in the infinitive, if a verb has an ending with a t, with a t sound in the end or a d sound in the end, the ed part that we add when we change it to the past, it will be pronounced id. So let me give you an example. So want, because want ends with a t sound. So when we add ed, the sound we get is this. This is the sound we get. So it will become wanted, it. This is the sound, it. Wanted, it. Okay? So what they want you to do here in the first exercise, before we listen and check, is which of these verbs that you read, Malak, which of them have the id sound?
Okay, offered.
Okay. Pay attention, because sometimes it's just a D sound, but sometimes it's an id sound.
Okay.
So if you notice, do you notice the small difference here? Wanted. It's like it's a separate syllable, right? Wanted, it. Needed, like you said, needed. It.
Yes.
But offered, it's just a d sound. There's no id. And to help you, this means really you just need to look for the T and the D ending. That's all you need to look for. These are the words.
Okay. I think decided. Started. Visited.
Okay, how do you say this?
Visited.
Again?
Visited.
Okay, it's 3 syllables. Na.
Yes.
Can you do it in 3 syllables?
Visited.
You're not saying the I sound after S.
Okay. Visited.
Okay, I'll help you a little bit. So here, you should say it like this. How do you say the first part? I'm just breaking down the word. Okay, how do you say the first part of it? It should be like this.
Visited.
That's it. Very nice. Can you say it again?
Visited.
Very good. That's it. Visited. Yes. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Visited. Good. Mm-hmm.
They're closed. No. Waited.
Mm-hmm.
Continued.
Are you sure? Do we say continued?
No.
Or do we say continued?
No. I will change it. Traveled.
Are you sure? Do we say traveled or do we say traveled?
Traveled. Yes, D.
Yeah, it's just the D. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Developed.
Okay. Developed. Sounds like it sounds like a T, right? Developed. It's not developed. It's not like needed. Developed. It's developed.
Worked.
It's actually worked. Like stopped. Worked. Stopped.
Yes.
It's a t sound.
Yes.
When we put ed. What about this word?
Hated.
Yes.
Hated.
Can you compare it? Compare hated with the past of want or need.
Needed. Hated.
Wanted. Started. It's the same sound, right? It's the id sound. All right, so this is it. This is really what they want you to know. They're just telling you that regular verbs which end with a T or a D, when you change them to the past simple, it means when you put the ed to them, you will get the sound id. This sound like needed, wanted, decided, started, visited, hated, waited. Right? You have the id sound.
Yes.
Yeah, the id. It's a D with a vowel, with a short vowel. A D with a short vowel. But the others, you don't get this sound. With the others, you get a normal D, like offered, moved, stayed, closed, traveled, learned, loved. This is the normal D, just a D. No vowel. And you also have the T group, like developed and liked, worked, what else? Stopped. When you put the ed to them, they make a T sound, which is a bit strange, right? It's an ed, but in English they pronounce it T. And here, just to make sure of that we didn't make any mistakes, let's have a look at the track. Let's listen to it.
Track 26.
Wanted. Offered. Needed. Decided. Moved. Started. Stayed. Visited. Stopped. Opened. Closed. Waited. Continued. liked, travelled, developed, hated, learned, worked, loved.
I think our answers are correct. I think we found all the words which have the id sound. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So take turns to say them, blah blah blah. I think we covered this. Now number 2 is interesting. Number 2, this is listening for detail. Now they want to see if you can tell the difference between the present or the past. They want to see, can you spot the sound? Can you spot the id sound? It's not always the id, by the way. It's sometimes like work, worked, or liked. But the idea, they want you to get used to spotting the past simple verb. Okay. So here in this question, what you need to do, Manak, is just circle the sentence you hear first. So it means they're going to read them both. They will read A and B. They always read both of them, but they don't read them in the correct order. Maybe they will say B before A, maybe A before B. Okay? So I'm going to play it the first time without stopping, okay? I'm just going to play the track. After that, I can play and stop after each one, and you tell me which one you think you heard first, A or B. All right?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Track 27. 1.
I decided on Monday. I decide on Monday.
2.
We worked all night. We work all night.
3.
They like Istanbul. They liked Istanbul.
4.
They stayed at a hotel. They stay at a hotel.
5.
I needed some money. I need some money.
6.
They close at 10. They closed at 10.
Okay, so now let's repeat it. This time I'll stop after each point so you can tell me.
Track 27. 1.
I decided on Monday. I decide on Monday.
2.
We worked all night. We work all night.
Which one did you hear first?
Number 1, B. I decided on Monday.
Okay.
And number 2, B. Also B.
All right, so number 2, you think it's also B. All right. Let's hear number 3.
3.
They like Istanbul. They liked Istanbul.
Which one do you think?
The A. A.
Okay.
4.
They stayed at a hotel. They stay at a hotel.
B.
Okay.
5.
I needed some money. I need some money.
Also B.
6.
They close at 10. They closed at 10.
What do you think?
B. B.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let's hear it again, okay? This is the last point.
10. I need some money.
6.
They close at 10. They closed at 10.
Mm-hmm.
I hear B. I think I heard B.
Do you want me to increase the volume? Maybe make it louder?
No, it's very high.
Okay, just one last time. Try to pay attention.
I need some money.
6.
They close at 10. They closed at 10.
What do you think?
I think I hear B.
But it's A, actually.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
A. Yeah, and the difference is small, by the way. It needs a little bit of attention because they close at 10. They closed at 10. So it's only the small D sound on the tip of your tongue and with your teeth at the end. So it's a light D. It's a light D sound. So it's easy to miss. They close at 10. They closed at 10. Closed. So I close my teeth on my tongue when I use the D sound. They closed at 10. They closed at 10. It's hard to spot. So, but the rest you got them right. So that's good news. Okay. So this is just a pronunciation exercise. You can see. They just want you to know that even with regular verbs that end with ed, the pronunciation is not the same. You have the id sound, you have the d sound, and you have the t sound. So it's different. Work, worked, want, wanted, and close, closed. Different sounds, okay? This is the idea.
Okay.
All right, I think we can move on. All right, our next lesson here, getting qualified. So here we'll talk a little bit about work. We'll talk about employment, okay? And in the grammar part, we will talk about have to and had to. This is also nice. We'll use some positive and negative questions, positive and negative statements, I mean, and we will also use WH questions, not WH, sorry, yes, no questions and short answers. Maybe you have an idea. How do we use have to or had to? Give me an example using have to. Any example?
I have to go to school. I have to read this book.
Okay, so I have to read this book. Good. What about had to? Can you use had to an example?
Okay. I had to take care for my kids.
When?
When their father wasn't here.
Very nice. Excellent example. Very good. Here you use both of them correctly, but with the had to, it's always better to give a time phrase to show us when you had to do this action. So this is a good example. I had to take care of the children when their father wasn't here. A good example. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about this, how to make it into positive and negative, and also how to make it, like I said, into yes, no questions. All right, let's start with vocab. Let's start with a little bit of vocabulary first. So let's start. So employment. We'll talk about employment. Which of these phrases do you know? I think you know all of them, but let me see. Maybe we have some new words. Okay, so if one of them is new, just tell me, okay? So can you read them
Okay.
can you read them, please, Minek?
Okay.
And if you know it, just say I know it, so I can tick it for us.
Okay. A good salary, friendly, colleagues, guess. My own office. Yes.
Okay.
My own office. Long holidays. A good bus. Job security.
Okay.
A company car. Flexible working hours. Opportunities for travel. Opportunities for travel. Opportunities for promotion. Holiday pay. Sick pay. On the job training. Lots of responsibility.
All right. Now I ticked the ones that I think you know. I think you know good salary. I think you know my own office, long holidays, good boss. I think these are clear. Company car, flexible working hours, opportunities for travel, holiday pay, sick pay. Do you know what sick pay is? No, Malak?
It's when you work at a company. The company give you medicine free, or I think that about medicine, all of them are about medicine are free. I think that
close, not exactly, but okay. What
you can
about
go to hospital free and take medicine free?
yes.
And take of your salary some money from the company.
I think what you're talking about is insurance, medical insurance.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is not medical insurance. This is different. But what you described is medical insurance. They take a small part of your salary, and this covers any problems you have. Right? If you need if you have an accident in the future, and this is throughout your life. You pay for it. Even if you're not employed, you pay for medical insurance, right? So you pay every month a part of, maybe let's say $100 or $50. You pay this every month.
Yes.
Whether you're sick or healthy, it doesn't matter, but you pay it anyways. So if you have an accident, or if you have a big problem or a crisis, all that money that you paid will come back to you, and they will treat you. You'll get treated or get an operation or something. This is insurance, medical insurance.
Yes.
Sick pay, it means it's new for us. Sick pay. Okay. What about opportunities for promotion? Is this a new one, or do you know this?
Yes, it's a new one.
Okay. Friendly, do you know this word?
Yes.
Can you use another word instead of it?
I will try. A good salary, money, good money, pay for me.
All right, so it's clear. But what about the next word? This word.
Friendly colleagues. When I work at a company or school, there are some people worked with me, and they are colleagues.
All right, exactly. So you know what it means. You just
Yes.
didn't get the right pronunciation. Okay, for the pronunciation is colleagues. Colleagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, this means the U and the S is the U and the E, I think, is silent. Colleagues. Colleagues.
Okay.
All right? Okay.
Okay.
So friendly colleagues, long holidays. What about job security? What do you think it means?
Job security about when I work at a place, maybe we have somebody to take care about our life, our maybe
Okay.
yes.
All
I
right.
don't know what I
Yeah.
can
So
say.
you're trying to say someone who will keep you safe.
Yes.
All right. But here, job security has another meaning. I think it's a bit different. Is there another meaning you can?
No, I don't have another meaning.
All right, okay, no problem. So let's check page 131. Here we will find, I think, some definitions. Maybe we have an exercise, I'm not sure, but there are definitions for sure. So let's go there and see. Okay, you can see the definitions here. On the right side, can you see them? Can you see the right side here?
Yes. Yes.
All right, can you, okay, let's check job security. What does it say, job security?
Okay. When you know and you will have the job for a long time.
So what does this mean?
Somebody who knows everything about job and work a long time.
Not exactly, no. So let's say you want to start a new job, and I tell you that this job has this job has very good security. You have good job security here in this office. Do you think we will easily fire you or not easily fire you?
I didn't understand you.
All right. So here, let's say you start a new job, okay? Or let's say you have an option between two jobs. One job has good, one of them has good job security, and the other one, the salary is good, everything is good, but they don't have good job security because last year they fired 5 employees. This is company B. Company B last year they fired 5 employees, so they don't have very good job security. But job A, they pay less, and the boss is not very friendly, but it has better job security. Which one do you want to choose? And what does the definition say? It says, when you know, you'll have the job for a long time.
Yes, did you mean something all the you can work all long time. You can all time without somebody kick out or
that's it.
Yes, did you mean that? Yes.
This is what we mean by job security. It means if you take a job with good job security, it means they don't fire you easily. Even if you make a mistake or something, they'll give you a chance, and they have long contracts. So if you have a contract with them, they can't fire you before a year, and they can't fire you unless you did something, a disaster, unless you do something really bad. But for normal things, they can't fire you without a reason. It's illegal for them if they have a contract and if this job offers good job security. It means if you're employed here, you will stay here for the rest of your life, maybe, if you don't move or if you don't do any problems. Do you get the idea?
Yes, I get.
Yeah. And what about opportunities for promotion? Can you read it and see what it means?
Yes. Opportunities for promotion, the chance to get a better job in the company.
Mm-hmm. So what's the meaning of promotion in Arabic?
Promotion, منحة
No.
or إذن.
That's permission.
سماح or promotion.
There's permission, there's promotion. You're talking about permission.
Promotion, yes, promotion.
Permission. It's not the same word. Permission.
Promotion.
What does the definition say? The chance to get a better job in the company. So it means you're still working in the same company, but you get every year or every 9 months, it gets a little better. They put you in a better position, and when they put you in a better position, of course, they give you more extras. Maybe they'll give you a car, maybe they'll give you a driver, maybe they'll increase your salary, maybe they'll give you a secretary, maybe they'll give you a department after that, and maybe one day in the future you'll become the manager, because each time you get a promotion. Do you get the idea?
No, not yet.
Okay, so promotion, it means in companies, each time your job gets better.
Yes.
So you start as a normal employee, level 10, and then you're level 9, and after that you become level 8, level 6,
yes.
level 5, level 4, until you get to level 1, head of department, or maybe manager of the company, the highest rank in the company, the highest employee in the company. This is because of promotion. Each time, if you work well, you'll get a promotion. So in Arabic, what do you think promotion means?
تقدم.
Okay, close.
تطوير.
Good, but there's a specific word for تقدم and تطوير at work. We use a specific word. It also starts with ta. And it's the same with the military. Do you know how it works with the military? In the beginning, ملازم ثاني, ملازم أول.
درجة وظيفية.
درجة وظيفية يصير فيها الترقية. Opportunities اللي هي فرص لتحسين الدرجة أو فرص للترقية الوظيفية.
Yes.
Promotion. طبعا promotion هذا موجود at work and even in the military. In the military, there is always promotion. You start from here, then next day you're here, next day. Each time with the military, the police, in karate, you start with white belt, yellow belt, blue belt, brown, black. So black is the top, right? So this is promotion. Yes. Each time you get better at the same thing. And with promotion, of course, they'll give you more extra things, better salary, better office, better secretary, better working hours, maybe a car, maybe a driver, maybe a phone, maybe tickets to travel every day. Sometimes these things come with a promotion. All right?
Yes, okay.
Okay, can you check sick pay? What does it mean, sick pay?
Sick pay, you get paid when you're ill.
So this means in many companies, when you're working, if you're ill for 1 day or 2 days, they don't take off that money from your salary. They don't deduce it. They don't cut off 2 days from your salary, or 1 day, or 3 days. It means it's normal. It's paid, even if you are sick for 1 day, maybe 2 days, maybe maximum 3 days, maybe. It depends. But in most companies, most normal companies, even in Libya, they have sick pay. So if you're absent for 1 day or 2 days during a month, nothing will happen to your salary, right? You can just bring a medical report, and you can say, I was ill, or I needed to take medicine, or I was in the hospital or clinic, and here's the report. Nobody will do anything to your salary, right? It's normal.
Yes.
This is called sick pay. It means you'll get paid your salary even if you were ill.
Okay.
All right. I think on the job training, I think it's clear. But can you read it? What do you think it means, on the job training?
The company you work for teaches you how to do the job.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think this means?
Yes, it means the company give a course for worker to learn more about the job.
Exactly. That's it. It means the company itself, the company will train you. It will do the training for you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, the rest of the words I think are all clear, because the rest of them I think you know them, you don't have a problem. So all of these words are of course related to work and related to employment. So they're clear. All right, now let's move to our next exercise. Okay, now this time I'd like you to tell us about your job. Okay, you can of course have a minute or two. You can have a minute or two. Let me remove this. So you can prepare your ideas, the things you want to talk about. But what I'd like to do is at least 5 sentences, at least 5. You can do more if you have more ideas, that's great. But if you don't, even 5 is enough. So these 5 sentences should be about your job now, okay? Or maybe your future job, if there's a job that you would like to have in the future, okay? So you can talk about both. If you want to talk about your job now, of course you will use present simple if you want to talk about your job now. But if you want to talk about a job you still don't have, a job that's in the future that you would like to have, this means you'll have to use would. I'd like to have a job with because and so on. So I'll give you an example, okay? In my job now, I don't have a good salary, but I have my own office and the boss is very friendly. So this is sentence number 1, for example. Do you get the idea?
Yes, I get.
So you can use expressions from this box, and if you have any other expressions, you can also add them to your speech. Okay? So you can prepare for a minute, maybe or 2. You can write down a few ideas. If you want to start directly and you have your ideas, okay. But if you want to prepare, no problem.
Okay. I will do now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. In my job now, I don't have a good salary, and I have friendly colleagues, and I don't have my own office, and I have long holidays, and a good boss, and I have flexible working hours, and I have lots of responsibility, and I have sick pay and a holiday pay. Yes.
Okay. But that's good. That's okay. But generally in English, whenever you want to speak about something, is it a good idea to say and, is this a good way to talk about something? Or maybe maybe we can do it in a better way. So this wasn't bad, but you can make it a little more interesting by saying, for example, in my job I have 1, 2, and 3, but I'd like to have 4, 5, and 6 in the future one day. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So in English, this is something common they do. So if they want to talk about more than one thing, what they do is they do this. They talk about, they say, I have 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, I see.
And here, if you want to make it even more better, you can use contrast to show something opposite. But in the future, I'd like to have 4, 5, and 6 as well. So as well here, I mean like 2.
Okay.
So here what I did, I used but to connect the two sentences. So connecting is an important part of making a good sentence or speaking in an interesting way when you connect using these words. So I'd like you to repeat the same thing you did now about your job, but talk about also the things you would like to have in the future, or in a future job, even if it's the same job, but something that you would like to change, that you would like to change in the future.
Yes. You want me to try again?
Yes, please.
Okay. I have in my job now, I have a good salary and friendly colleagues, and I don't have. Sorry, I will repeat. In my job, I have a good salary, friendly colleagues, and my own office. And I don't have long holidays or job or opportunities for travel. I would have opportunities for promotion and opportunities for travel.
Okay. Do we say I would have or I would like to have?
Yes, I would like to have.
Good. Okay. So I'm going to repeat your same sentence, maybe correct a few things, okay? So this one is a lot better. Your example now is better than the first one. So you could say, I have good salary, friendly colleagues, and a good boss. But in the future, I'd like to have opportunities for travel and opportunities for promotion as well. So this means opportunities for travel and opportunities for promotion is something you don't have now, but you would like to have this in the future. All right?
Yes.
All right, very nice. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of listening and speaking. Here it says, look at the photos A to C. Let's look at the photos first, okay? Where are the photos? So this is photo A. And this is photo B. Let's look for photo C. And this is photo C. Okay? Did you see all 3 photos?
Yes. No, one.
This is C.
I can see one. Yes.
Okay, let me show you the other 2, okay? These are the other 2. This is A. Can you see it?
Yes.
And this is B. Okay. Now the question is, who is a paramedic, who is an interpreter, and who is a football referee? What do you think? Who's a paramedic, who's an interpreter, and who's a football referee?
What's the meaning paramedic?
Okay, here I need you to guess first. To guess from the photos. So these three photos, one of them is football referee, one of them is interpreter, and one of them is paramedic. What do you think photo A is? Is it interpreter, football referee, or paramedic?
Maybe paramedic.
What about B? Do you think it's paramedic, interpreter, or football referee?
Yes, paramedic. Yes, this B, paramedic.
Very good, that's correct. B is paramedic. What about A? Interpreter or football referee?
Yes, interpreter.
All right, so A is interpreter, and this means C, this is the football referee. All right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, which phrases from number 1A, do you see the phrases that we covered in number 1A? Can you see these phrases?
Yes. Yes.
Which of these phrases do you think, in your opinion, do you think is true for each job? For interpreter, which of these are true for him?
Okay.
And the paramedic, which of these? And the football referee, which of these? We're guessing. We're only guessing. We don't know for sure, but we're just checking. What do you think?
Interpreter, a good salary. I think a good salary. And his own office. Long holidays. No, not long holidays. A good boss, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a company car. Flexible working hours.
Okay.
And opportunities to travel. A holy sick pay.
Okay.
On the job, good, yes, on the job training. And lots of responsibility, maybe. Yes, all of them.
All of them? I don't think all of them.
Okay, I chose a lot of them.
You chose, I think, too many. But if you can choose only 5, just 5 for the which
a
5?
Good salary.
The top 5 you want to choose. Okay,
yes, a good salary. His own office.
Okay, this is number 2.
A company car.
Number 3.
Opportunities for travel.
Number 4.
And lots of responsibility. Maybe.
That's number 5. I agree. I think maybe this is true. I think maybe not his own office. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe he has to work with other interpreters in a public space. Maybe. But maybe in his normal private job, maybe he has an office. Maybe you're right. Okay. What about the paramedic? Choose the top 5.
Okay. Maybe have a good salary. Lots of responsibility.
Number 2.
On the job training.
Number 3.
Sick pay.
Okay, number 4.
Opportunities for promotion.
Okay, number 5. All right, I agree, I think, but I'm not sure about good salary. Do you think they get a good salary?
That's the best thing.
Are you sure?
I will change it from friendly colleagues.
Here I'm only disagreeing with you, but I don't know either for sure. I don't know for sure.
Okay. Yes, me
But
too.
do you think do you think in hospital you'll get lots of friendly colleagues?
Maybe no, because
is
he
it
is working all the day.
Okay. What about the football referee? What do you think?
Okay.
For them, what do you think?
A good salary, of course.
I agree. I think they get a good salary, football referees, yes.
A friendly colleagues, I think.
Okay.
On the job training.
Maybe.
Opportunities for travel.
I think that's sure, yes.
A good boss.
I don't know about that, but maybe.
Yes, that's necessary, I think. Opportunities, no. Flexible working hours.
Okay. Do you think they have flexible working hours, or do you think they have to work depending on matches?
He has to work. He has to work with. I think maybe I don't know.
Okay, so it
and
doesn't.
He doesn't have a lot long.
They don't have
long holidays. He doesn't.
Yeah, because they play football most of the year, right?
Yes.
I think they. Yeah, we don't know for sure. But let's hear. It says match sentences 1. Of course, we will check. We will listen, and we'll find out. But before we do this, it says here match sentences 1 to 3 to photos A to C. Can you read number 1 for us, please, Malak?
Where is it?
Exercise 3, number 1.
Okay. I had to study a lot and do on-the-job training for 3 years, but I didn't have to pay for it. The government did.
Okay. Do you think this is interpreter, paramedic, or referee? Which one? But I think maybe you could read all 3 first, then it's easier to answer, okay? So let's read number 2 and 3 first, and then we can decide. What about number 2?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, can you read number 2?
You don't have to go to college, but you have to do special course.
Okay. And 3?
You usually have to have a degree in languages.
Okay, now we have to decide. Photo A, B, C. Which of these we want to match? We want to match these sentences to the jobs we talked about, to the job of paramedic, interpreter, and referee. What do you think?
About job training, I think
Which one?
Paramedic. Paramedic, I had to study a lot and do on-the-job training for 3 years. But I didn't have to pay for it. The government did.
Okay. So maybe number 1, maybe A, maybe B, paramedic, right? Okay, I think I agree. Okay. What about 2?
2, I think football.
The football referee.
Referee, yes.
Okay, and the last one?
For
interpreter.
Interpreter, yes.
Yeah, so here are the jobs. They are written here. Let me show you. So
yes.
Here you have paramedic, interpreter, and football referee. Okay, let's do the listening now, and we can confirm, we can check, and we can hear each.
Just a minute. Just a minute, please. Excuse me.
Take your time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay, welcome back.
Thanks.
Okay, the television is a little too loud, I think, or maybe
Okay.
you're too near the television.
Yes, that's
Okay.
good now.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good. All right. So now let's confirm your answers and let's see if you were right. I think you were right, but now we want to hear the stories of the three people: the paramedic, the interpreter, and the football referee. They'll tell us a little bit about their lives, a little bit about their jobs. So let's hear them talk about their jobs.
Track 28. Rick.
You usually have to speak 2 or more foreign languages to do an interpreting course, and you...
Okay, sorry, we have to say the names. So the interpreter is Rick. Okay, so he's the first person speaking. This is Rick. And the paramedic is Lorna. And the referee is Bernie. Okay, Rick, Lorna, Bernie.
Okay.
So the first one, the interpreter, is Rick. He's the first one who will speak.
Track 28. Rick.
You usually have to speak 2 or more foreign languages to do an interpreting course, and you usually have to have a degree in languages. At the beginning of the course, you have to learn to listen and speak at the same time. At first, you do this in your own language.
Lorna.
You don't have to go to university to become a paramedic. I didn't. I just joined the ambulance service. I had to study a lot and do on-the-job training for 3 years, but I didn't have to pay for it. The government did. It's a great job, but the training's hard.
Bernie.
You don't have to go to college, but you have to do a special course. The good thing is, you don't have to pay very much for the course, but it's a lot of work. A referee has to know everything about the laws of the game.
Okay, so what do you think? Do you think your answers were correct?
Yes.
Yes. Your answers are correct. Very nice. Very good. All right, now we have a little bit of grammar here. So here we're going to use have to and had to. We're going to use them in the positive. We're going to use them in the negative. But it says here, first of all, match the phrases in bold. 3A. So where are the phrases in bold? So let's look for them. Had to study, didn't have to pay, don't have to go, have to have. These are the 4. So we have 4 phrases in bold. 4 phrases in bold. Okay. Now we want to match them with these 4 categories or 4 meanings. So in part A, we use this to say this is necessary. In part B, we use this to say this is not necessary. In part C, we use this to say this was necessary in the past. And D, this says that this wasn't necessary in the past. So how do you want to match it, Alec? What do you want to choose for each one? To say that something is necessary now, in the present.
Okay. Had to study, had to. This was necessary in the past.
All right, let's write it. Had to.
I didn't. I didn't have to pay. I didn't have. This is not necessary.
All right, let's write it. Didn't have to pay. Okay.
Okay. Don't have to go. Don't have to go. Don't have. Don't have. Or maybe I didn't have. It was not necessary. This was not necessary. Didn't have, yes. This don't have. This is not necessary.
Okay.
Don't have.
I don't have to go, for example.
Yes, it's not necessary.
Okay.
Have to have. This is necessary.
All right. Okay, I think that's right. Now, if we want to complete the correct form, so this means if we're using, it says fill in the gaps with have to, don't have to, has to, and doesn't have to, and then which verb comes after, which verb form comes after have to. Okay, so for I, you, we, and they, of course, all of these are in the present.
Yes.
So in exercise B, we want to do it in the present, and then in part C, we want to do it in the past. But let's start with the present first. So if you want to use I or you, we, they, do a course, what do we say?
Have.
Only have?
Have to.
Yes. What about he or she?
Has to.
Okay. And if we want to change it to negative, what do we do?
Don't have to. Don't have
All
to.
right. If it's negative, don't have to. And if we're using he and she and we want to do it in negative,
Doesn't doesn't has to.
has or have?
Has. Doesn't have. No, I think doesn't has to. Have to.
Are you sure?
Doesn't have to. Yes, they read. Yes, doesn't have to.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's imagine all of this is in the past. How can we change it, or how should we change it?
I didn't understand you.
So let's say all of this is in the past.
Yes, had to.
Okay, so I had to do a course, and she
had to
do a course. And what about the negative? I
hadn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't had to.
Had to or have to?
Have to. Yes, because we're back to present.
So we say I. What do we say? In the past.
Next, the same thing.
So,
I didn't. Has.
We're in the past.
I didn't have had to.
Didn't have to or didn't have to?
No, didn't have to.
Correct, didn't have to, right? What about the last one, he or she?
Didn't have to.
Correct, didn't have to. Like in the examples here, didn't have to pay, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so I think we're done for today, but I'd like you to do this as homework. It's very important that you cover this, I think. Unit 3A, so at least you get some practice with using have to and had to and the negative, so you get a chance to do this. Also finish, if you haven't finished Unit 2D, the one about agreeing and disagreeing is also important. And anything else you haven't finished, it would be a good idea to finish anything in Unit 2 that you haven't finished, okay? because we started with Unit 3 today. And I'll see you next time, okay?
Okay.
All right then. Bye-bye. See you next lesson.
Goodbye. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. Goodbye.
Ciao.